Hi, happy Friday, happy New Year. It's bright and sunny here in St. Louis, which feels really good. Not normal for January, so I'm gonna choose not to notice that and just enjoy that we've got what we've got since it's here and enjoy the sunshine. It's been a really hard week. I've noticed lots of people coming in with lots of heaviness about the family dynamics they're experiencing, lots of heaviness around current events in the world. We're doing a lot of practicing with nervous system regulation and distress tolerance, and thankfully sometimes able to achieve it even if it's brief. And I thought not everybody needs to be in therapy to know how to help themselves, right? To know how to regulate their nervous system. And so I think I'm going to do a series of videos to give some strategies and tips for people. I've been thinking about it for some time, and the perfectionism of wanting to get it right and get it done right and get the right angle and get the right this and get the right whatever. But at this point, people need help, right? Like, I need help, you need help, we all need help. If you're watching and you think this could help you and you could learn a skill, then that's important. And I don't want to gatekeep about access to something that could help with nervous system regulation when there's so much other distressing things. Like, let's just go ahead and get with it. And so I'm going to call this one part one. I don't know when I'll make more, but this is part one. We're going to call it part one, and it's about butterfly tapping. And so in EMDR training, one of the things that they taught us is resourcing. Resourcing is the idea of building up your resources, right? Your coping skills, you're being able to help yourself calm down, because we can't reprocess something, get you worked up. This is very brief description. Can't get you worked up if you don't know how to calm down. And so we need to practice the calming down. And so butterfly tapping is a way of using bilateral stimulation on your nervous system to stimulate soothing or reactivation, depending on what you're working for. So what we want is we want soothing, right? So I'm going to teach you butterfly tapping. I often pair it for my clients, like that looking inward with no guided meditation can be really dysregulating, for lack of another word. It can be activating, flooding. There's a lot going on in here that I'm trying not to tune into, right? And so I don't want to just be like, do this thing with a calm, clear head. It's not going to happen. It's going to cause distress. We're going to avoid it, right? So what I often do with my clients is I teach them the butterfly tapping, and then I pair it with some form of a meditation or mindfulness, something guided to get us tuned into our body, but also out of our body, if that makes sense, or a safe way to dip in and dip out, so that we can practice our distress tolerance and not stay in for super long. And so first, before you know how to do any of those things, you might need to know how to do some butterfly tapping, which is why this is part one. And so butterfly tapping, I have kind of 3 different variations that I teach people based on what feels comfortable for them. So the first is you make your little butterfly. See, that's why it's called butterfly. You can put it right here on your chest. And take a deep breath. Feel how that feels for you. Some people love this. Some people love that sense of pressure on their heart space. I don't. It's not for me, but it might be for you. I prefer this one. So I slide my arms up. So you go spot 1 up to spot 2. And I prefer this for my tapping space. I think it's probably because I've got long arms and it feels comfortable for me. I don't know, but that's my preference. And then there's a third based on just different preference for people too. It might be their arms right here. There might be some flexibility issues, some anatomical issues with their body that makes this the more comforting space. And so let's go ahead and try them again if you've never tried them before, to see what feels good. I've got this one. And here's what a tap would look like, right? Okay, maybe you've got option 2. Tap and tap. And then here's option 3. Tap, tap. Which one feels good for you? For me, it's number 2. So what we're going to do next, take a deep breath, out, another one in. And so if we're looking to soothe with butterfly tapping, we want to go slow, right? So maybe my nervous system is really going. It's been going a lot lately. So maybe I've got something's going on here, right? Heart rate, right? And I want to soothe, bring it down, right? And so if, like I said, if we were doing EMDR, we'd want to be going quick. We want to tax your body. We want to activate. None of that. We got to go slow. So take your preferred space, your tapping space. Again, mine's up here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Mine's up here. And you're going to take a deep breath in. Out. And I like to just start like this. Tap. Tap. And maybe you close your eyes. Maybe that's something that feels good to you. And tap. Tap. And remember I said earlier that I don't always pair it with blank. Like right now, I'm not doing anything, right? Some of my clients need more. Tap, tap, what I might do is I might invite you to close your eyes. Feel what a tap on one arm feels like. Tap on the other. Tap, tap, tap. And this is actually kind of a fast cadence. Tap, tap. And so then what we're going to do next is we're going to slow it down one more. Tap, 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 tap. I'm noticing the sound of the cars driving by. Maybe you hear something where you are. I'm noticing the sunlight on my eyes, in through the window, mostly on my right side. Maybe you feel something bright or some light where you are. Tap, tap, tap. Noticing my heartbeat. Maybe you don't want to notice your heartbeat, and if that's the case, just keep listening for what you're hearing. We're just going to listen. I'm going to listen to the cars for 10 minutes, or 10 seconds. Sorry, I won't keep you 10 minutes. Tap, tap. I also am noticing the sound of my ceiling fan. It's a very quiet hum, but it's there. So we're just going to listen for a couple taps. And maybe we slow it down even more. Another deep breath. The tapping is short today because it's already a 6-minute session, 6-minute video, sorry. So go ahead and practice that. That's part one, is just learning how to tap, noticing the difference in your body. If you feel a difference, you can do it 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, take a break, come back to it, go slow. When you first get started, slow is gonna feel not as slow as it actually is. So tap for a little bit, slow it down a little more. Tap for a little bit, slow it down a little more. So this is just part one, learning how to butterfly tap. Part two will include adding in different meditations. So I'll see you on the next one.